The Woman Who Fell from the Sky. On Christmas Eve 1971, Julianne Kupke was one of the 91 passengers on an extremely unlucky flight from Lima to Pucallpa, Peru. The flight was supposed to be an hour long, but it didn't go as planned. Soon after takeoff, the plane was hit by lightning and crashed in the middle of the Peruvian rainforest. 17-year-old Julianne was the only survivor of the tragic accident, but she wasn't rescued right away. She spent 11 terrifying days trying to return to civilization. The teenager was traveling to Pucallpa with her mother. It was the day after she had officially finished high school, and she was excited to celebrate with her father, who was a zoologist studying wildlife in the Amazon rainforest. Suddenly, the plane flew right into a massive dark cloud. Julianne wasn't too scared at first, but she quickly realized that something was very wrong. The machine started jumping up and down, and luggage was flying all over the cabin. After about 10 minutes, one of the engines was hit by a lightning bolt. Julianne's mom looked at her and calmly said, "That is the end. It's all over." Unfortunately, she was right. That was the last thing she ever told her daughter. Seconds later, Julianne was turned upside down, and she was falling out of the plane. She doesn't remember the moment she hit the ground. In fact, when she woke up in the middle of the jungle the next day, she didn't remember much at all. Her first thought was, "I survived an air crash." She didn't know that her mother wasn't lucky enough to survive too, so she began shouting her name. Nobody replied, and she knew that she was alone. Despite a few broken bones and other injuries, she was able to get up and walk. As she was trying to find her mom and make her way out of the jungle, she came across a small creek. She knew walking in the water was safer because she had spent over a year in the rainforest with her parents before. On the fourth day of her exhausting journey, Julianne found the dead bodies of 3 passengers who hadn't survived the crash. She feared that one of them might be her mother, so she came closer to have a look. She was relieved to make sure that it was definitely somebody else. While she was staring at the bodies, she saw that there was a bag of candy lying next to them. She took it, and it became her only source of energy for the next few days. On day 10, she came across a small hut in the jungle. She was so tired and weak at that point that she expected to die there. Fortunately, that is not what happened. The next day, she was spotted by 3 men. They were slightly frightened by her because they thought that she was a water goddess from a local legend. Julianne introduced herself in Spanish and told them what she had experienced. They gave her food, took care of her injuries, and helped her get back to civilization. Soon after that, she was reunited with her father. Mr. Kupke spent the next few days searching for his wife, whose body was found on January 12th. Years after the crash, Julianne Kupke told the story of her survival in a book, When I Fell from the Sky.